Okay, so we have finished our first step in this poster assignment, combined assignment 7 and 8, by uploading our sketch, our clean line work vectorized, and our finished colored spot illustration as a PNG. So notice that the background's coming through it like this. Now I wanted to show you the other things you can do with that PNG. I just have it here on my desktop. I have it here open in preview. I might want to darken the blacks a little bit. And maybe brighten the lights. Play with the sharpness. Play with the temperature. I really like preview as kind of an overall. Play with the saturation. It's kind of an overall tool. Just when I'm working with flattened images, like PNG images. And this is because now I want to use this on products. So I'm going to show you kind of the options we have. If you really want to have a versatile spot illustration. Some good tips here. I don't want it to be too saturated. Okay, so that's going to save, and that's my PNG. And remember, it's a high resolution PNG, and it doesn't have any background behind it. And then I'm going to go to a site called Redbubble, where I have an account, and you are very welcome to create your own account if you want. And I am going to add new work once I have an account. And I am simply going to drag and drop. They've made this very easy. Where is my PNG? There it is. I'm going to drag and drop my PNG finished colored digital illustration, which was colored behind black line work at 11 by 14 inches by 350 pixels per inch, so pretty high resolution for most purposes. And then it's so simple. It will show me all the different products that it will work for. My favorite product from Redbubble that I can't get from any of my other sites is a sticker. And so I definitely want to enable the sticker, because I love stickers. But other ones that might be interesting are clothing. So if I edit, I can play with how my spot illustration can fit on a t-shirt. That actually fits pretty well. But if I wanted to move it over or put it just over the heart, you know, I could make it kind of like that. It's kind of cool looking. I can pick the colors I want to offer for the shirt. And you see how because it's a PNG, it will just float behind it. I can limit the color availability. I don't usually like selling white shirts, so I'll usually take that out. You can see how it looks on different colors, but I always like the heather gray. I guess that's kind of cool. It's like the t-shirt equivalent, hipster t-shirt equivalent of a bad Christmas sweater. So when you're happy with that, you apply it. And then there you go. That's what people will see. You can make phone cases, especially vertical spot illustrations work well for this. And you can even give it a different background color. PNG allows you that, right? So I can pick for it to be like a green holiday case. Who doesn't love that? God, that looks hideous. So I'm going to disable that one. And there are just so many different ones, like cards, stationary cards. Like I said, this is the exact process I use whenever I make birthday cards for people. How do I scale it? Let's see. I guess that's a pretty good scale. And you can give that a background color as well. The duvet option here is disabled just because it's not a high enough resolution to do that well, to be a bedspread. So I'm going to leave that disabled. A mug, I don't really want a mug. A travel cup, yeah. So you just have fun. You can see the versatility of spot illustrations is vast. Leggings, because who wouldn't want to wear a Christmas card and antlers over their knees and their crotch? Everyone wants that, right? They sell pencil skirts now. It's shameless capitalism at its best. But you can pick a background. Now, the reason I like to use Redbubble, oh, that actually could be a cool scarf. I haven't tried their scarves. The reason I like Redbubble is you can make this only visible to you, or you can make it visible to the public, right? And that's as large as it can go on a scarf. But that could make a nice scarf. Let's do the nice holiday scarf. The pale blue. All right, good. Yeah, white t-shirts are a little bit cheaper because you don't need a base coat of ink first. So on and on. So I'm going to disable most of these. But you can play with it. See what you like. Journals. Like I said, the stickers used to go on my Trapper Keepers. But here you can just create your own folders, your own binders with it. Now, no matter what the background color is, you can see the drop shadow is still in there. That's kind of pretty. All right. My gosh, they have so many hardcover journals. They always have new products every time I find it. I'm going to keep the scarf. I like that. Pillows, laptop skins, all that. And then when you're happy with it, you just, let's see, I'll call it Antler Christmas image, or Antler Christmas, why not? Design and illustration, digital art, and if I want to add it to my own collections, I can. Cards, stickers, or I can make it only me private, which is nice. T-shirts. And then what's the default view? Well, let's look at the T-shirt. Give it some tags, and now I can save the work. Now I have it only set so I can see it, but that also means that I could buy any of these products. And these sites are basically, they're free to join, most of them. I like Society6, I like Redbubble, but Redbubble's the only one that allows you to make stickers and allows you to hide your work from the public. Because they mostly fund themselves by the artists buying their own work, right? But if you sell it, you'll get whatever percentage you want. I usually set it at 10% of the price. So if I put this up to the public and I wanted to sell it, people could buy it and I would get, a few dollars from each shirt sold without having to do anything. So not bad. And so if you wanted to do that, another thing you can upload is an image of a product where you think your shirt looks pretty good. Yeah, you just buy it from the store and you get a discount. So this shirt, if I wanted to buy it for myself, it would be $20.67, which is for a one-of-a-kind shirt, because they're not silkscreen, they're printed. That's not too bad. And there's my design on that background. Looks pretty good. All right. So if you're going to do that, you play with it once you're finished. Then the last thing I want you to upload, this is optional, but it's a lot of fun, is just a screen grab of the product. And that will be the last thing. So you can upload up to 4 things just for this Assignment 7 spot illustration project. We're getting there. And then we're going to look ahead at how we use this spot illustration to make a poster and combine it with text. Now, the reason I'd like you to see how these spot illustrations get used in the real world is because it makes us aware of other issues, like printing capabilities on different products. So there's my sketch, there's my line work, there's my fully digitally colored with millions of colors, and then this is how it looks as a t-shirt. Right? And the colors are not as strong. Though you can see the color hold nice and strong there. And that's because this is printed with inks on a gray t-shirt, right? And so what we want to understand next are what are called color separations. And you can see it there. Offset CMYK techniques. And here it is. Failed to load. Let's see. So what we're going to learn about next is how to apply color separations to our designs. So going from this, which is what we just did, finished and fully color held and special effects and strokes image, to making it color separated for printing on all sorts of media. So figuring out how to color separate it. And that's not actually that difficult. In fact, I have time in this demo to show you very quickly. It's as simple as opening up your finished PNG image with Photoshop. There it is, and running it through an action that I've created for you. But I'll explain it better with the next project, which is under Carl's Color Seps folder. And if I just do the CMYK full run and I make sure nothing else is open in Photoshop, it will do it for me. So it will separate all the line work and all the different color channels into halftone patterns. It will then fill those patterns with color, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. And then it will offset them on different layers for us. And this is my own creation, but it's all possible within Photoshop to do this. And this gives me kind of a retro printing. And that allows me to set the coloring of the different layers the way I want. To choose my offsets, right? Because all colors are just a mix when it's printed, or I really like what it did to the star, of these 3 colored inks and 1 black ink on white paper. Right? And I can play with the layering of the colors, the opacity of the colors, all that good stuff. And then I can take all those layers and I can paste them on top of my original assignment, my original PNG. Let me show you what that would look like. Just take all those layers, drag and drop them over, move them up, fit their size. I think mine resizes them to 300. Because when you change channels, you have to pick a size. There we go. And duplicate this, move it on top. Select only the outlines.